Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, we're going to dive into some things to know about farming XP and open world grinding in general to make sure you're being efficient, because I think some people are missing out on an opportunity to make sure and keep the ball rolling and be efficient while we are grinding in Diablo Immortal. We'll show you the spot that I was in, some of the footage I recorded, we'll crunch some numbers, and we'll talk about the full context of how it all compares to each other. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so right out the gate, I'm gonna head to a location that this isn't like breaking news or anything. This location has been very, very heavily farmed, the Mount Xavian Sanctified Earth Monastery. If you have not farmed here, if you're a try-hard player, you already know about this place. But if you're new to the channel or new to Diablo Immortal, this is an amazing place to farm XP. It's probably one of the top 3 or 5 or so in the game for farming XP, and the simplicity of it, the enemies you're fighting, the location and what is there. Great spot to grind with your team and with your friends while you are doing some open world farming to get XP and loot. But what I wanted to talk about as we get into grinding here is well, and this is another note, there's somebody already grinding here. This is something I want to talk about in the video. If there's already a group farming here, you probably don't want to be rude and start killing stuff in their area. Unless they're solo, then you go ahead and see if they want to party up or something. But if there's already a group of 4 farming somewhere, there's plenty of places in the game. Try your best to find your own place. Not only because you will get more XP per hour, but you're also not making other players be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm farming in my spot. Sometimes it's not possible, obviously, and you're just gonna have to be in the same area as somebody killing stuff, and it is what it is. But just something to take note of. Let's all do our best to work together on the XP grind. But anyway, what I see people doing a lot of times is they get in a group and they run in a circle. So they just go clockwise here in Mount Xavian, and they run like this in a circle, constantly killing stuff and building up the kill streaks and all that. Oh, and look at this. We got an ancient elite. I popped in to record a video and get things rolling today to start the day, and there we go. Within 30 seconds or so or whatever, we've got an ancient elite spawning, and boom, our guaranteed Lego. So you gotta love that. But anyway, yeah, so I see a lot of people farming these spots like this, running in a circle. And my point number 1 for this video is it's not necessary. You can obviously do that if you want, play the game however you like to, and if you'd like to be super active and run in a circle, definitely do that. But if you're gonna be doing something for hundreds of hours, I like to make it easy on yourself. So what I do is I just pick a spot, just pick right here and just do easy casual farming. I don't have to run in a circle. I just pick a spot and I go. And if I'm with 3 or 4 other people, we just spread ourselves out evenly around the circle and we do that. So I can kind of stand still a little bit, relax, hang out in Discord, chat with people. I don't have to be constantly moving, running around in a circle. I can build up kill streaks and stay here and kill stuff on my part of the circle, and then on the opposite side of the circle, my teammates will be over there killing stuff, extending my kill streaks and all that because we're close enough to each other. So just wanted to point out that I see everybody unanimously running in a circle constantly like this. Just spread out, pick a spot, and chill and relax a little bit, and you can get the same amount of XP doing it like that without having to be quite as active, constantly moving. But there is, like I said, some perspective from people that they like to be constantly moving. They'll be like, hey, if I'm not actively playing, I'm going to fall asleep and it's going to be time to log off. So totally play how you want. But for me personally, as long as I'm getting good XP and I'm gaining progress, I'm happy. It doesn't matter. I'll sit here in this spot and just kind of move around a little bit and kill stuff. It's not a big deal to me personally, but I know some of you like to be super active and it's a lot more fun to play the game like that. So by all means, do it that way if you enjoy it. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is defending the vault. So let's say you are you're immortals or something and you're defending the vault. You don't need, a lot of you probably know this, but again, if you're newer to Immortal or something, you don't need to have all 4 people defending the vault. You can, switch out, have one person watch over it while the other 3 farm XP. And then after 30 or 40 minutes or whatever, you take turns and you swap someone else up there to watch the door. And then you have the other 3 people grinding XP. I think, I've heard people say, Like, I'm just not going to do it. We don't have 4 anyway. It's not a full group. The spawn rates are going to be worse. It's not going to be as efficient. Like, whatever. Let's just wait until we have a full party. I'm just going to chill. But I'm going to show you that even if you only have 3 people there, it is still insanely good gains. And in order for me to articulate that to you, I'm going to pop over to some footage that I have recorded, and then we'll dive into the numbers and show you kind of how that went when I had 3 people farming a spot instead of 4. Okay, so here we are at the footage that I had recorded, and I can walk you through this this clip quickly. So what I did was I charted my XP. I'm at the normal rate of 100%, and there we are at 1.072 million XP, and we start charting, and boom. Now, right here, what we're doing is we have somebody watching the vault, and then the other 3 of us are here in the exact spot that I just showed you, grinding XP. Now, one thing you do definitely want to take note of is when you're in a full group farming somewhere, you'll get that buff icon on the top left indicating that gem drops are possible right now for you. That is a bonus of being in a full party somewhere, is having access to those gems actually dropping for you. I believe you can farm up to like 12 a day that way. But you'll notice up at the top left, for me, I do not currently have that gem drop. So the way that I currently understand it, you probably have to have all 4 people in the same zone. And if you do have somebody else like watching the vault or something, while you are still getting the XP gains and all of that, you are probably not going to be acquiring those gem drops. But anyway, you'll see here that I start doing this. We've only got 3 people on the minimap, me plus the 2 others, and we're just kind of like lazily picking a spot, casually farming and killing the mobs in our area, and then our kill streaks are stacking with each other because we are close enough, similar to like ship farming or something like that. And you can see even with 3 people, and even not actively running in a try-hard circle, just kind of slowly, casually maneuvering around, able to keep the kill streak up and able to get massive XP gains. So then if I kind of skip ahead, you can see here that this was just a straight recording where I went right through, no editing, and boom, there we go. You got a big kill streak going on. We get all the way up to 300, even without running in a circle. And then we are full on the bestiary, so we go to town. And then I'll show you the when I finally click on the screen here to see the XP, and boom, there we are at 9:35 after the bestiary turn-in. We have got 1.927. So now let's pull up the trusty pen and do a little bit of math. So we started at 1.07 million, and we went to 1.927. And that means if we do some simple rounding, that we got about 860k XP in just about 9.5 minutes, which ends up being like 90.5k XP per minute. Now, we did get a quick bestiary turn-in. You can see within 9 minutes. So I already probably have like 2 or 3 of the orbs. So even if you chop a little bit off of that, you're at like 86, 87k a minute. And that's only with 3 people there. And that is with doing it lazy. That's like not actively running in a circle. It's just kind of loosely going in a back and forth kind of small little circle, but mostly standing stationary and farming XP super casually with 3 people while we have somebody watching the vault. And I think this is amazing because even if you've got like a perfect party, a 4-person running in an active circle, realm of damnation, constantly killing farm, you're somewhere between like 100 and 110k XP per minute. So this is perfectly viable, great XP. So even if you only have 2 or 3 people, you can still get gains. Don't be out there. I see people all the time hesitant to farm. It's like, I'm just going to wait till I have a full group. Like, no. Get out there, start a solo group, try to group up with people that show up. Even if you only get up to 2 or 3, you are still able to get great gains as long as you find a good spot like this. We've got lots of videos from lots of our creators here at Aftershock going over all sorts of these different spots. I do want to eventually get a place on the website where we lay out all of these spots and their XP per minute, how they relate to each other, how to get there, and our opinions on them. It is in the works. It takes a lot to get stuff on the website done because I've got like a million ideas in my head, and it's trying to figure out what the priority is and how to prioritize the time that our coders and developers have to prioritize the right thing at the right time. But it is something on my mind, and I do want to get to laying out all of these locations for you. But the whole point of this video was don't waste dead time when you're doing things like defend the vault. Do rotations to switch out and get and take turns to still get XP gains. And don't worry about making sure you are in a full group. It's still going to get great gains with 2 or 3 people. And also on some of these spots that are super well known for having to constantly be in an active running circle, you don't necessarily have to do that. I've been convincing people in my groups like, hey, let's just chill. Let's do some casual XP. Let's relax, pick a spot. Let's evenly space out and we'll farm XP and it's 95% is good. So yeah, just a couple things that I wanted to cover here when it comes to farming XP, and I hope it helped you out. As always, let me know down below if you have any input, anything you agree or disagree with me on. I always enjoy hearing that to use those opinions and use that knowledge in future content to keep you in the loop as best I can. So remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Diablo Immortal content to play as efficiently as possible. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.